Welcome back to Healthy and Happy Living with Tiryaq. I am Dalia Gamil. Hopefully, you can hear my smile. Today, we're talking about a word that often makes people uncomfortable: entitlement. For many of us, entitlement sounds negative. We associate it with selfishness, arrogance, or expecting something for nothing. But what if I told you that some forms of entitlement are not only healthy, they are necessary for happiness and well being? Today's episode is about when feeling entitled can actually make us healthier, happier, and more grounded in who we are. Let's start by redefining the word. Entitlement isn't always about thinking you're better than others. At its core, entitlement simply means believing you deserve something. The problem isn't about entitlement itself. The problem is what we believe we're entitled to and at whose expense. And there is a huge difference between the two. One leads to confidence and peace, the other often leads to frustration and broken relationships. Let's talk about one of the healthiest forms of entitlement: feeling entitled to respect. When you believe you deserve respect, this kind of entitlement protects your mental health. This is this is not selfish, it's self-respect. And self-respect is deeply connected to long-term happiness. Another healthy form of entitlement is believing you deserve basic needs like safety, emotional support, care, and rest. We are not meant to survive alone. Feeling entitled to support doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. You're allowed to expect care from people close to you, and you're allowed to ask for help. And definitely, you're allowed to rest without guilt. Kind of entitlement reduces burnout and emotional exhaustion, the two major enemies of happiness. Let's move into work goals and growth. A healthy sense of entitlement says, I deserve a fair chance. My effort should be recognized, and I am allowed to pursue opportunities that matter to me. This mindset gives you courage. It encourages you to apply for the job, ask for the raise, or try something new. Without this entitlement, people often shrink themselves, they settle, stay silent, or feel undeserving of growth. Believing you deserve opportunities doesn't mean you expect success handed to you. It means you believe you're worthy of trying. Here is one many people struggle with: feeling entitled to happiness. Some of us were taught that joy has to be earned through suffering, that rest is lazy, and that pleasure is selfish. But healthy entitlement says, I'm allowed to enjoy my life. I don't need to feel guilty for resting. My well being matters. This kind of entitlement leads to better self care, better balance, and deeper satisfaction. You don't need permission to want a peaceful life. Also, we can talk about emotional entitlement, the healthy kind. You're allowed to need reassurance, affection, understanding, and connection. Feeling entitled to emotional needs doesn't mean demanding perfection from others. It means acknowledging your humanity and expressing what you need honestly. This kind of entitlement actually strengthens relationships because it replaces resentment with communication. Finally, one of the most powerful forms of entitlement: feeling entitled to your own life. You are entitled to make your own choices, change your mind, leave what no longer serves you, and definitely hear your own pace. Don't owe anyone a version of yourself that keeps you stuck. Feeling entitled to healing gives you permission to rest, reflect, and rebuild without shame. So here is the takeaway. Entitlement is rooted in self-worth and fairness. Unhealthy entitlement is rooted in ego and expectation of special treatment. And when entitlement is grounded this way, it doesn't make us selfish, it makes us secure, resilient, and happier. If this episode resonated with you, take a moment to reflect. Where might you need more healthy entitlement in your life? And where have you been settling for less than you deserve? We would appreciate you sharing your inputs with us. Thank you for listening, subscribing, and sharing the episode from Healthy and Happy Living with Teriaq. Take care of yourself. You're allowed to. And always remember to take joy wherever you go.